Hi, and welcome to Hughes Group Jax Home Staging Hacks. We hope you enjoyed this.
And so come on through and you can kind of get a pan of this home that's staged. And so one thing, because the kitchen and the the dining area is where most of us spend most of our time. So what they're doing is they're showing you of what you could do. Because so if we see on the countertops, we don't see toaster ovens, we don't see coffee makers. Yet what they're doing is they're setting the stage to show you how you could live. And so one tip, what I tell people is go ahead and clean out your cabinets and the stuff that you don't use on a daily basis, and then you can put your toaster oven and your coffee maker underneath and then just pull it out when you want to use it. And so you want to, because what we're doing is you're showcasing your space, not your stuff.
Yep, that's what Wendy always says. You sell your space, not your stuff. And then something else that I'm noticing is the way that they're grouping things to bring the eye just along the counter, to see how long the counter is. Mm-hmm. Rather than filling up, it's elongating it. Is that
Yes.
kind of what you do too?
Yes, exactly. And one thing too is usually they want to have in groups of 3 or 5, and you want to show have different heights, mm-hmm. So that the eye finds that pleasant. Mm-hmm. And even subconsciously, we like groups of 3 or 5 and with different heights to showcase the area.
Wonderful.
And then you want to show, like in your living space, you want to show where you could have people come and gather, but you're not going to have oversized furniture. You're not going to have a lot of knickknacks. One thing, Alia, when you took the class, they talked about
the size of the items.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so mostly they said it needs to be this around the size of your head, which it sounds funny, but as you can see, like the flowers, the vase they use, the book they use, it is larger items because the mm-hmm. smaller items tend to distract you, tend to encourage a feeling of clutter, mm-hmm. versus larger items give you a sense of the space and the scale. So then you're thinking about, like you said, how you could fill up the space for yourself. And then I always think it's fun when I'm showing buyers, I know the moment they sit down in the house, we've got them.
Exactly.
So you want to encourage spaces for people to sit down and talk about what they love about the house.
Right.
Right, and so that's exactly what they're doing in this living area. And again, you might not design it when you move in this way, because the flow of it might not quite make sense, but we're not designing the house for them. We're showing them what they could do mm-hmm. and evoking those feelings.
Right, exactly. And I always like to say too, with staging, you want to make sure it's a great time to get your home professionally cleaned. Builders have done such a wonderful job in coming up with the idea of, you have a brand new house, mm-hmm. no one's lived in it before, so it's nice and clean. What most people don't realize is a new construction home can be quite dirty because you've got all the dust from the drywall, you've got all the workers that come through.
So they got dirt on their boots.
Yes,
yep.
Exactly. So then before you're closing with new construction, they always have it professionally cleaned. And so you would want to do the same thing when you put your home on the market, because I always like to say people don't want to buy your dirt. They want to buy the dirt under your house, not in your house. Exactly. And I love this stop and drop space that we just showed, because it's just showing people how you could use the space. It's mm-hmm. not overly cluttered, because we know that when you're living in this space, you're probably going to have backpacks and all kind of stuff.
Right,
there.
Your shoes are going to be everywhere. We're not showing them what it's literally looking like. Exactly. We're saying, imagine your ideal life in this space. Even right. if you're going to fill it up, or the buyers are going to fill it up, we want to show what it could be in an ideal situation.
Right, exactly.
Thanks for watching Hughes Group Jax Home Staging Hacks. Make sure you stay tuned for more content for real estate and homes. And reach out with any questions. We always want you to think of Hughes Group Jax.